Okay, let's look at absolute value inequalities. So for an algebraic expression, x and k greater than 0, an absolute value inequality is an inequality of the form absolute value of x, see that's a big X, so it could represent an expression, for example, is less than k, which is equivalent to negative k is less than x less than k. Or, and we already kind of talked about this in the previous video, or absolute value of x is greater than k. So that means, so the way I like to think of it, you take it as it sits, boom, x is greater than k. Or, say greater means or, you switch the sign and switch that sign. So make that less than, make that negative. So over here you get this, if this is a double inequality, you get what you had, that x is less than this, or this is, we switch the sign, switch that sign. So that's kind of how I go about doing these. Describe all x values within a distance of 3 from the number 2. So this would be the absolute value of x minus 2 is less than or equal to 3. That's it. That could be confusing classes. Maybe I talk about the absolute value inequalities in a different class, the 126 class. Anyway, here we are, having fun with this. Next one, we're going to solve absolute value, or negative 2 times the absolute value of k minus 4, less than or equal to negative 6. So I'm going to divide everything by negative 2 because I want this absolute value by itself. And I have the absolute value of k minus 4 is less than or equal to 3. So less than means and, so I could say negative 3 is less than or equal to k minus 4 less than or equal to 3. Then I will add 4 to all these parts. And I have 1 is less than or equal to k less than or equal to 7. So it's going to be from 1 to 7 like that. Well, they didn't say to do interval notation, but I can't help myself. Okay, and the last problem of this section and this video, this absolute value of 3x plus 1 is greater than 8. So I look at 3x plus 1 is greater than 8, or 3x plus 1 is less than negative 8. So we subtract the 1. 3x is greater than 7. We divide by 3. X is greater than 7/3. And we subtract the 1. 3x is less than negative 9. Divide by 3. X is less than negative 3. And so what we have is two inequalities. If we look at the intervals on them, the one case we're at 7/3, and it's bigger than that. In the other case, we are at negative 3, and it's smaller than that. So it's going to be the two intervals, negative infinity to negative 3, union that with 7/3 to infinity. And that's it. Okay, hope that helps, and you can go forth and do the homework, and you're ready for the chapter quiz now, so yay.